Hi, give me a second to find and share the video. I have a lot I want to talk about today. I'm kind of in the middle of my own little storm over here. Give me a second to share this out. If you're just logging on, do the same. I always need everyone to help share my feed out because, once again, I'm always Facebook banned to my own little groups or areas. So make sure you guys share this out. I give away activation off of every feed. If you're not catching me live and you're catching me on replay, it's cool. You can still participate. I don't find the person till the next day. So make sure you guys help me share this out. One second. I want to talk about dreams. I was talking vaccines yesterday. It's a little too heavy for some people apparently. So I'm going to shift over to dreams because it's a powerful time for our dreams and for our subconscious right now. So I have a lot to talk about with dreams. I just did a video a minute ago in my Sparks of Divine Light Healing group on here on Facebook. And I just talked more in depth about dream experiences. I was talking about some techniques for those of you that are conscious parenting. I was talking about some really good techniques for children on that feed. Make sure you guys check it out. I always put the link to my group on here below, but a lot of times it gets lost because there's so many comments. So if you guys haven't already, join my other spaces that I live stream from, my Sparks of Divine Light Healing groups on here. There's 2 of them. I like to use those areas as little learning spaces. Alright, a lot of people are having some intense dreams around here, or if you're not yet, you probably will be, because we're kind of entering the time of year where our subconscious is much more active and apparent. So I always say that this time of year is like going through the underworld. We're taking a journey through the subconscious of humanity. Your dreams are powerful. They are actually your subconscious. So we may fall asleep, but your subconscious is always awake. It's really important to remember that your conscious mind is programming your subconscious. So if you are someone who is having a lot of negative thoughts or negative programming, you're going to be programming your subconscious in a very negative way. If you are feeding your mind with, ascension, enlightenment, and all things spiritual, it's going to be much better for the programming that is going into your subconscious. So whatever you're thinking about, you are feeding your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is projecting your reality, just like it projects your dreams as well, right? It's a projection. So whatever's going on in your subconscious mind is being projected into your reality. Well, it's very important that we all remember that we actually only have one subconscious, that we're many aspects of the same energy experiencing itself. And a lot of those areas we cannot access here. So while I can access my conscious mind, I'm very aware of what I'm thinking every day, right? It's a little bit easier. We have a little bit of a harder time accessing our subconscious mind and what lies underneath. Your dreams are a great porthole into the subconscious, right? You can really see what lies underneath. A lot of people are having a lot of vivid dreams. A lot of people are realizing, if you can remember your dreams, that you're becoming more lucid in the dream state, that your psychic abilities are amplified in those spaces when you're in the astral or the dream state, because things are happening with our brain waves on every level. As this planet's going up in frequency, it's changing our brain waves, and we need to remember that every thought that we're having is an electrical impulse that is going through our brain and going out into this continuum and forming our reality. So it's really important to remember that a dream is also an electrical impulse in the brain. We need to have higher vibe, better thoughts to be creating a better reality. Whatever we're thinking about is actually having very real effects on the physical around us and what experiences we will draw to us. So if you're at a low frequency and you're real negative, you're going to draw low vibe kind of events to you that are very negative. If you're always thinking very positive, you're trying to manifest, and you're doing what you need to be doing with this ascension, you should start to see real shifts in the physical reality around you where it's changing. You're drawing more awake people to you, more loving people, more people that are into consciousness. You're drawing higher vibe experiences. You're probably manifesting more because our minds are powerful. This is a really good time to not only be doing dream work or out-of-body type of experiences. I said a little hack is that if you guys have questions, like anything about the universe, I'm always coming up with very hard questions, right? Ones I can't answer myself as a channel. So if I don't know the answer to something like last night, I put it out there, like that I had a question pertaining to the law of one, and I kind of had some confusion regarding it. And all the lives happening simultaneously here, and you know, some of these are past aspects of myself, future, they're all kind of happening in the same place. So I had a very hard question for the universe. I got the answer back in my dream last night, and it was something I definitely remembered and was really consciously and aware of. So you guys can be asking your higher self or whoever you're praying to before you go to bed to be giving you information. If you have questions about who you are, where you're from, questions about the universe, make sure you're asking before you go to sleep. You can also ask to have an astral or out-of-body experience, and you will. So sometimes we just aren't asking for the right things. It's a really good time this week to be having lucid dreams, out-of-body experiences, intense meditations, and things like that, because this time of year, the energy has made the higher dimensions more accessible to us in the now. So we really should be utilizing this. I tell people to put clear crystals around their beds. Grid the windowsills in your rooms. When that happens, when the sun shines in the room and there's a grid of crystals around it, it will actually make a light barrier. So when that light comes in my room, it's going to reflect the crystal's energy into my room as well. It's very powerful. Grid your windowsills, more clear crystals near where you sleep. Make sure you're giving your children crystals to sleep with. Make sure you guys are white lighting yourself before you go to sleep. Make sure you're white lighting your children too, because a lot of times we don't have a recollection of what's occurring in the other dimensions or the dream state. But it's very important to remember that we're spending almost a third of our life in that reality. So a lot of people have real crazy dreams, and I always tell everyone, your dreams are real. Like, people don't understand that when they're having like dreams of people that maybe have passed away, or these kind of crazy dreams. These are real in every way. That I always describe this place like a school. It's kind of like you sending your kid to kindergarten. They're going to go to school all day and come home at night. Well, I always kind of describe it like that we're going home at night and we're kind of coming to school in this place. So these are very real experiences. Just as we're purging out anything not serving us and letting go of a lot of things right now, we're purging a lot of emotions out of our subconscious in our sleep state too right now. Tune in more to your dreams. So I tell people, if you can remember your dream, go look up anything you remember, whether it was an animal in your dream, where you were, anything. Go Google the meaning of it. Start to look into what your subconscious or the universe or source is trying to communicate with you. So we're seeing kind of the same things in our waking state, though. We're seeing synchronicities. We're seeing magic, right? We're seeing maybe animals being sent to you, whether it's birds, animals you're running into, feathers, things like that. Messages from the other realm. The universe is always communicating with us in this reality, just as it is in our dream state. It's always sending us, you know, symbolism and things like that. Let's see. This is a good week to rest. Like I'm saying, we should be resting more, sleeping more. I said I'll probably do my feed today and take a nap. And that's when I say taking a nap, I usually just go meditate. I don't sleep anyway during the day. I'm going to go take a nap. I'm going to go meditate. So I'll probably be meditating a lot today because they're doing construction on our house. So it's kind of crazy and chaotic. They're putting new windows in the whole house. So it's freezing in here because they have the windows out right now in our bedroom. So I'm going to kind of unplug, and I'm going to be meditating more, resting more. We have an intense energy shift that will be hitting this planet around Sunday-ish. People should really start to feel the energy. So from now until Sunday, we should be resting a lot. I can always handle these waves of energy, especially being in such a powerful place energetically like the United Kingdom, if I'm well rested. More self-care this week. More unplugging. More time with yourself. It is a powerful time to integrate this week. We're going through these crazy upgrades, okay? As these energies are hitting us, it is pulling anything that not pure out on a soul level, a physical level. So we're going through these energetic shifts that are very intense on our bodies. More time to integrate the things that you're learning. This is shifting our perspective. It's about seeing things differently too. We tend to see things from our little limited human perception, and we tend to be so far off from in terms of how the universe works too. Let go of your limited perception of other people, especially. We tend to look at people as we would look at ourselves, right? A lot of the time. Let go of that. See the divinity around you. See the oneness in everything. I'm going to be doing cards now. If you guys need me, hit my business page, inbox with video ideas. I got some really good ideas. I'm going to start to get on video tomorrow. I almost couldn't go live today because of the construction going on here. It was so loud. So I'm going to start to get some of those ideas people gave me out on video. I'm real excited about it because I got a lot of really good topics. If you guys have ideas, just hit my business page inbox. My link is above. If you guys have not taken Reiki, make sure you check out any of my healing classes. The attunements help you so much with your ascension. Check out my activations and Akashic readings too. You guys know where to find me. All right, Erin Elizabeth, good morning. I'm having a cappuccino. Erin, share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, expression. Well, we found our way into darkness because we started to hide. It became much safer if we didn't reveal who we were in these places. We lived in dangerous times in past lives. And so we still kind of bring remnants of these places with us where we have this concern or this fear about speaking our opinion and going against the grain especially. Find your voice. It's really powerful in the things that you have been through. Speak more. The truth is our anchor into the higher dimensions. It's our gateway. It's the porthole we must enter. So we must really find our truth. Everyone wants to find someone else's truth. Look at the Bible, right? That's a good example of following someone else's truth. This is about our finding our own. So a lot of people are looking outside of themselves at other people's spiritual truths. We need to really be coming into our own. That really is our voice. Kyra Steffar Bryant. Warrior. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? So we need to let go of any negative subconscious programming. If you're feeding our subconscious fear, it's powerful in destroying ourselves, right? It'll just manifest into the physical. Everything we don't want will manifest. So make sure that you're feeding your subconscious with positive affirmations. Like, you know, we're always saying our first thought, what if it doesn't go as good as we think? Why aren't we telling ourselves what happens when it goes a million times better than we're planning, right? What if it goes amazing, right? What if it actually works out perfect? We're never really doing that. We're always going to this, I don't think it will work. Negative programming, work on that more. Deborah Nago. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? I'm feeling a pull to travel lately, as you guys are seeing by my feeds. I'm feeling a pull to get out and to explore more and to have new experiences with my soul tribe or my soulmates. And it's been pretty amazing. Pay attention to what your soul is leading you to do here. Holly Watkins, good morning. Take a break. Perfect. This is for me today, right? Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. We're working really hard in the physical and on the material, but we need to be working just as hard on ourselves and the spiritual. More self-care this week. Take a break from your life. We're always working so hard to get to like this future destination. Stop and enjoy the now more. More time, whether it's resting, meditating, if you're into anything creative, doing that. Do what lights you up. Do more of what makes you happy. Lori Miller, hi. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Well, we know that being around toxic people can be really bad for your energy. Go live with a toxic person. You'll probably get sick after a while. You'll probably start to think negative, right? You'll probably start to absorb a lot of that toxicity around you. So the same is true for being around people that are healing to you. For me, I have to be around people that are real high vibe, right? You can find me hanging out with the healers, with the other healers, because I feel that when we're around each other that we level up a lot faster, that, you know, I'm sharing my energy, we're vibing, and it's an amazing energy exchange. So for me, I had to be around the right people, but that's how we level up a lot faster. You know, in ancient cultures, you see that like the monks would do enlightenment in groups. They weren't doing it alone. And you can really level up a lot faster working as a group. That's why I'm always trying to make these little spaces that we can vibe in, because we're having energy exchanges, just interacting with each other and bumping into each other, and it's having really amazing positive effects on everyone's energy. Jessica Lynn, the age of light. You've been training for this for many lifetimes, and I keep on saying that you guys are seeing how your life is going to turn out in the dream state. So here we usually don't have any idea of what's coming, or maybe we'll have limited ideas of what's coming, but you guys are able to tune in and to see what is coming. You guys have been preparing for this for so long, so we always have so much doubt about how things are going to turn out, but you should feel very secure in what you're doing. We've been preparing forever for this. Stephanie Kent. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives, and ignore the construction. I will have our bedroom back tomorrow though, so I'm really excited about it. They're doing that room first, because I kind of got vacated out of my bedroom today. So I'm in the guest bedroom. I'm really excited, so they should have that done. So sorry about the noise too, but I had to go live. Like, I had to give it a try. Deborah Verity. Play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. We have forgotten how to play. We've forgotten how to have fun. And a lot of you guys know I'm working with a lot of elemental energies, fairy energies. I have a strong elemental connection, if you know me. And, you know, we're supposed to be having fun experiences here. We forget that. We're supposed to be like just creating fun experience after fun experience, and we really forgot how to have fun. We forgot how to play. Little kids, you leave them alone, give them a couple toys, they'll play, right? They'll invent a game, they'll have fun, they'll play. It doesn't really matter where they are. We had to get back to that childlike state. Brittany Kerner, hi. The initiation, rite of passage, you're going somewhere sacred. Our soul is leading us home, and people don't understand your soul is always going to lead you back to love, in whatever regard. So just trust the process, follow your intuition. Larissa Bates, leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. You know, if we're not risking, this is a good time of year. I'm going to put out a better energy report tomorrow talking about what's coming for November and these energy shifts too. But, you know, I'm just kind of like downloading stuff about it today. This is a good time to take risks. We can think about Scorpio energy could almost be dangerous, risque, right? This is a good time to take big risks. If you don't take big risks in your own life, then the universe isn't going to be able to make it happen. So a lot of times we try to stay safe with what we're creating because we think things won't work out. Dream bigger. The universe will match you and meet you there. Jenny Danielle. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? We need to shine brighter. We need to be authentic. That's the thing. Like for a long time when I wasn't being authentic, then what's going to dim our shine if we're not able to be ourselves? That is our superpower, just being our own vibration, right? So for a lot of my stay in the Matrix, I was always responding to everyone else's vibration around me. Now I'm going to hold my vibration steady and just be vibrating on my frequency. So find your frequency. That's what this journey is all about, getting back to your frequency. And when you can do that, a lot of people are looking for these spiritual unions or love. When you're on your own frequency and you're vibrating on that frequency, that's how you come back together with whoever you're meant to be with. Because they're going to be found on your frequency you're already supposed to be on. So if we get if we get knocked off of our frequency, it can be very bad for our love life. I'm always saying we're like radio receivers. So if we're not on the right frequency, we're not able to attract to us the things, whether they're people, places, or things that we're meant to be attracting to us because they're found within our frequency. Angelique Keeler, good morning. I'm in the middle of craziness. We have they took the scaffolding off the house and there's crazy construction happening. It's kind of crazy. And I'm about to find out, I think when we're getting married, our date today. So I'm kind of have a lot going on. Angelique. Keepers of the earth, you're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you, and this is a perfect time to tune into any loved ones that you have in the other realm any ancestors, because you need to understand that you have a lot of help in the other realm, that we always forget that. You can see little fairies flying around my feet today on both ones I did. So we have a lot of interdimensional help that we forget about because we're always in this dense reality, and we tend to tune out the real energy things around us. Tune in more to your loved ones. Molly Ann, more positive. It takes time to reprogram. I just did a whole feed. If you guys are interested on more of the dream topic, I just did like a whole hour rant on it, on just that and subconscious programming. So make sure you guys check out the feed I did earlier in my other group, my Sparks of Divine Light Healing group. It would be really good for you, Holly. Holly, Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Anna Starr, Pleiades, one of my favorites. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And we have such a connection to those blue stars. It's one of the reasons I teach blue star healing, because I've always found such a resonance with those places. I have memories too of having been in some of these places. So I have a strong pull to those star systems. Explore your roots as a Pleiadian starseed. Sandra Kirkpatrick, Council of Light, another one of my favorites. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. And that's what this energy is asking us to do, to tune into the unseen. We're always so focused on the seen, but there's so much in the unseen. We have so much assistance helping us with all of this, you know, sending us everything that we need to do this. Lily Maria, hi. Fill up your well. We are retreating, resting, and refueling this week. I'm going to be eating a lot of high vibration food. I'm drinking a lot of liquids, a lot of water especially, taking my vitamins. I will be resting and relaxing more. I'm going to probably, you know, just be isolating more, meditating more, retreating into myself. A lot of times when we're around so many people, we kind of get lost within ourselves, right? So a lot of people that are parents on this feed are spending all their time with their kids and their family members and taking care of them. We tend to get lost along the process. More self-care, even if it's just making time for yourself when your kid's asleep to take a salt bath or whatever it is. More self-care, more self-love. Cindy Sullivan. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? And like I said, I have so many beautiful travel manifestations that I would love to partake in. So I've been putting out vibrations for the places that I want to go, because that's how I create things. So you guys should be dreaming about faraway destinations you would love to explore or experience, because the universe would love to make it happen. Believe it or not, the universe wants to have as many fun experiences as it can too. And we just had to put out the idea. We're supposed to be the creator of our reality. More travel ideas. Connie Washington, the energy is about to get crazy next week. I think it's calm all week for me. Feels nice and calm, right? But it's about to get real crazy like Sunday-ish. So it is kind of crazy as an unstable, because there's a lot of earthquakes going off, and you can really tell. You can really look at the earth and see what's going on with us a lot of the time with the earth changes and things happening. More grounding. It really helps you handle the energies better when we have these crazy space storms. And I'm having to work all crazy too during them. I have to stay really grounded. Maybe get outside into nature more. It will help absorb any of the extra energy. Connie Washington, Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. And we are finding our way home, because we're finding the awakened. And, you know, from my perspective, the awakened are one consciousness group that came here to assist with one thing in common, service. And we're finding each other now. That now I'm becoming very magnetic for the people that have awakened or are awakening, where I'm doing these feeds and people are coming to find me. They're just coming in, you know, hitting my inbox, searching me out, whatever it is. They're seeing my video and it must be like a soul recognition, a remembrance, and they're coming to me. But I'm actually, when I do these videos, I'm putting out powerful vibrations for our entire consciousness group to find me, because I feel very strongly that we need to come back to unity to do this, and that we're going to do anything that we're trying to do through the awakening, coming back into oneness. Put out the vibe for your soul tribe to find you, for your consciousness group to come find you, your soulmates. A lot of times that people draw bad relationships because they're putting out the wrong kind of vibrations, right? They might be looking for someone to save them, right? That's like the worst We should be putting out vibrations for our soulmates to find us all the time. And a star. Boundaries. Something we're working on. Where do we need to establish better boundaries? It's like the topic with this energy too, that we need to really set better boundaries, because most people have no boundaries, I say. A lot of the people that I deal with definitely don't have any boundaries. So I need clear boundaries so that people are not overstepping, you know, whatever I'm comfortable with. I need a lot of energetic boundaries. I only have a certain amount of energy every day. I have to do my feeds. I have to do my healing work. I look at energy like currency, if you know me. And I'm very careful with what I'm going to put my energy into. A lot of people don't understand that about me, that if I get drained by one person, I'm not going to be able to do my feed, and it could potentially affect thousands of people when I don't show up to do my mission. So I have to be very careful with my own energy. I have to kind of conserve it. So I don't let toxic people around me, right? That's the best way to conserve your energy. Just don't hang out with toxic people. Get rid of them, because those are the things that are draining to your soul. So just get rid of anything that is draining to your soul, and you'll be vibing high every day, and you'll have tons of energy. Get rid of the things that are draining you. Better boundaries. Susan Irene. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? More trust in the process. I know a lot of people can look around and it can appear that things are getting worse, but no. Everything in the subconscious is being made conscious. So you can look around and it can look like things are getting bad, like politically or much worse. No, they're actually not. Things are going amazing. We're purging all this out on such a collective level. Have faith in your path. Nanina Lorraine, hello, perfect. She was dreaming about angels. Like I said, those are very real experiences. Those are things that your subconscious is communicating to you on a conscious level a lot of the time. So, you know, I've gotten a lot of the information that has helped me to understand consciousness from very real out-of-body, astral, or dream experiences. I get a lot of information that way. Love it. Nanina. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? And this feed is such powerful energy. We have 98 light workers on here, and it's a very, very powerful energy. You guys need to understand that if you're tuning in and watching this, then you have an amazing place in all of this, and that we are going to have to start to teach and lead and assist and heal once again. Natasha Harrison, are you dreaming or are you awake? We're in a dream now. It's no different than our subconscious version of it, right? It's the same projection. We're in a dream now, and we're coming to more and more lucidity. Awakening isn't a one-time event where people are like, oh, I'm awake. You're going to continue to expand your consciousness and come to more and more lucidity. So we're dreaming now. There's no difference. It's just very dense here. So if you're going through it, like right now when I'm doing my video, it feels very solid around me, right? It's very heavy, very dense energy. But if I think back and I remember my day yesterday, I'm going to recall that like I would a dream memory. It's going to appear a lot lighter and a lot different looking back. So this dense energy plays tricks on our perception being here, but we are in a dream. It's no different. It's a manifest reality where we can dream up any probability that we want. We have infinite possibilities, infinite probabilities, and we could be doing anything that we want here. We could be creating the best dream ever or the worst nightmare, depending on our thoughts and what we're feeding into our subconscious. If you have a lot of fear programming like I used to create a lot of low vibe type of circumstances in my life. Now I'm very positive, and I'm always focused on manifesting and healing and creating, and I'm manifesting amazing things into my reality. So it's all about your perception and what's going on in your mind as to what you're going to draw to you in this reality. Natasha, birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being, and that's exactly what we came to do. So they taught you when you were a kid daydreaming is bad. Those people that are daydreaming are manifesting on all new levels. And when you dream about the type of, fantasies that you would love to be doing, you're actually creating them on every level. It's affecting your reality. More daydreaming. Joanne Dunn. Yes, if you've been pondering a change to come or a question, the answer is yes, go for it. Michelle Whitfield, yeah, get outside. This house is under construction. I got kicked out of bed at 9 a.m. You guys know I'm on California time, and I like to stay in bed till like 10 just doing office work before I get up, so it kind of messed my flow up. There's major construction going on all over the house. It's kind of crazy. I think I might try to get outside today. I was saying if I could have done my feet outside, I would have, but I don't have Wi-Fi out there. Get outside for sure. You'll feel better, Michelle. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns. Healing. Rewriting the future. Be more gentle on yourselves too. We inherited very negative programming from our families and our parents the second we stepped on this planet. So just keep working at your programming and what you're feeding into your mind. You guys know that you are at an advantage. You can hear every thought going through your mind, right? So you can control them. You can get a grip on them and change what you're thinking about. Subconscious programming starts with the conscious. Vesna Milos, Lumeria. Creating heaven on earth is happening, and you know, this is all just Lumeria and Atlantis come full circle, but just know that, you know, we had such a place there too. Diana Arnold Miles. Protection. I just did a really good, my last feed I did in my space, I was talking a lot about protection and techniques for before you go to sleep, with your kids, stuff like that. Check out that feed if you haven't. It will be good for you for some protection techniques. Call back your power, cut your cords, soul retrieval, everything that we're working on. I just love it. It's like everything I'm about. I'm about soul fusion. You guys know I'm soul fusion certified. I'm all about, all about soul retrieval, any type of shamanic, you know, work to make ourselves more whole in whatever regard. If you guys had a lot of traumas or, you know, really hard lessons as a kid, you might want to check out our soul retrieval. We tend to lose aspects of ourselves, and it becomes apparent in our reality that there's something missing, right? If you ever have something missing from your relationship, or, you know, relationship problems that are carrying out, just the same type of patterns repeating, stuff like that, well, you could be missing aspects of yourself. That's probably the piece missing. So a lot of people are missing these pieces, and they look for them in another. They go look for them in their relationships, in their love life. They go search for another for the things that they're missing, and they're not going to find it. So work on that, becoming whole on every level. Katie Kapasker. The synchronicities are letting you know you're on the right path. Clearly you can Google them and you'll see they have amazing meanings, but when you're seeing those number codes, you guys are getting activated too. It's like, oh bam, 1111, you just got activated too. So it is the universe communicating with you, and that's how you can see that you're not alone. This conscious energy is not only aware, it's omnipresent, in control of everything and every lesson here, which is just beyond powerful. But this energy is always communicating with you through symbolism and stuff like that. Katie, get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Get outside more. It'll clear and recharge your aura. It will clear any lower energies. It'll help release anything in your aura. It'll really help. Stacy Veld. Dance. Do something to shift your vibration. Listen to some good music. I have binaural beats on. They're not helping with the construction though, right? But when I get off of here, I have my headphones out. I'm getting my headphones back out. So listen to some binaural beats, right? I was talking on my last feed about how they induce different states of consciousness. They're a really good tool for meditation. They'll put you right on the right frequencies. You could have a bad day, go put on some 528 hertz binaural beats. It will immediately fix your vibe. So use more binaural beats, your favorite music, dance more. Music is really good if it's the right kind for your vibration. Like I said yesterday, if you guys are tired, nap more. Like, it might seem like I'm not doing anything, whatever. You guys need to rest more. Listen to your body. So you guys should be feeling a pull to get more rest, because you guys don't sleep good when we have these lunar energies. So you should know that from Sunday to next Thursday, you're probably not going to sleep good at all. Every night. So you probably want to get more rest this week if you can. If you're relying on catching up on your, sleep this weekend, good luck with that. You should probably try to catch up on any rest this week, though, so you can handle it better. Gail, Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Things that we're learning how to do, right? Take care of ourselves, mother ourselves. Our admins, Gail included, we're all about self-care. We take self-care days. We like to spend a lot of time making sure our energy is on point, because if it isn't, we can't really be of service to other people without taking care of ourselves first. It's something a lot of people forget, that I am of no use to anyone tired or low vibe. So we need to really take care of our energy and make sure that it's on point before we're trying to assist other people. More self-care week this week. Frankie Borelli. The ever-unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. A lot of people have negative experiences in this matrix, and they're having hard lessons, and they don't understand that. With any negative experience, something very positive will come out of it. I had someone comment about how they lost their house on yesterday's feed. They lost their house in a flood and got their dream house or something, right? So you can go through these negative experiences, but something positive is meant to come out of them. So if you're going through any type of negative situations, experiences, something really positive is meant to come out of this. The universe is not torturing us ever. It is giving us what we need to grow and to evolve. The problem is a lot of people are gauging their worth or who they are on the material. That a lot of people are feeling, like some people think that they are their job, they are their house, they are their material assets or whatever it is, and they're not understanding our spiritual purpose here and who we really are underneath all of this material stuff. Sherry. Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Well, the triggers are things we need to heal. I used to get real triggered dealing with some of the people commenting on some of my stuff. Now I'm just at a place, like a lot of our admins, where we just don't even care and we're too busy to even lift a finger usually. So, before I used to get real upset when people would come write nasty comments on my page. I used to take it very personal, right? Someone would come write some nasty stuff on my article or my video. I would take it very, very personal. Now I understand that it's their garbage and it's whatever they're going through, and it probably has nothing to do with me. They're probably just projecting everywhere. Probably my page isn't the only one. And I just kind of ignore it, honestly. So we need to get to a place where other people are not affecting our vibration so much. Something I'm always working at. I'm reading the comments. Let's see. Jamie Nicoli. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. I love anything pillars because it has such symbolism with just a million different interpretations. Like, I'm real into anything pillars. And it really goes to my theme because we're talking about dreams. And when they have these pillars in Egypt, a lot of times it was to represent different states of consciousness. I know a lot of people interpret it like it's the divine masculine and feminine, and it could be, but it goes a little deeper, that the space in between the pillars was a state of consciousness. I believe it's I can't say it right, hypoglopiamus, and it's a state of consciousness in between awake and asleep. So we go to sleep at night, right? We're asleep, and then we come to consciousness, and it is that space right there. And I was talking about that space because when you wake up in the morning, it takes you a minute to get back to this reality. That is the best time to be meditating in the morning because you're kind of in between states of consciousness. You're coming from that sleep state back into this dense reality, and that is a really good window right there for any downloading, meditating, healing stuff. Angela Knight, hi. You know what? You're telepathic because I was thinking of you this morning and sending good vibes and hoping you're doing good in your journey. But you did cross my mind. Angela, align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you really are? You're at a perfect space to let go of everything. Sounds crazy to over the top hit the reset button on your life like that, but you're actually doing something amazing and you're my hero to be doing that. So now is a good time that you have walked away from a lot of stuff lately, that you could just hit the reset button completely on your life. And when you do that, it opens up space of infinite potential, infinite probabilities. So you're doing something amazing. Trust the universe is going to fill that space with something amazing. Look at my journey right here and how far I've come in a year. So trust the process, go with the flow. Leroy, awakening. energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. And this is a week of integration because we're about to get hit with some crazy upgrades again. So we're going through these little cycles. It's a really good time to integrate, to put things in a new perspective. More integration, which equals more self-care. Jill Shelton. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. We're always worried. A lot of people worry about the future, and we don't understand that we could just be enjoying the now and hanging on for the ride, and that the universe is actually taking care of everything for us. It's not going to let us die like we think we're just going to die, or, you know, whatever awful could happen. But we're protected here. We're safe, and we always have everything that we need, whether we see it or not, at all times. And we need to just spend more time in the now and in gratitude, and that will create bigger shifts around us. Cat Lubbin. Trust your intuition. What is your intuition trying to tell you? Your intuition is a built-in compass in all this. The people that are listening to the politicians and the doctors and these systems, like I always say, they will be led to slaughter. It's really awful to say, but it's true. It's true on every level that we need to be listening to our own internal compass, that we know our situation better than anyone else. We know ourselves better than anyone else, and we are programmed to just kind of know what we need to do. If you have awoken, everyone can raise their hand, or are awakening, you have been activated. Yes, you're a starseed. You were actually activated for a mission, for a calling of service. So that's where we're all at. We were activated for something higher than ourselves on every level. Just know you have been activated for service. Monica Williams. The crumbling. What are you clinging to? We only suffer when things don't go the way we want them to. If we would let go of our expectations of how things would go and just kind of go with the flow more and trust the universe, then we would just eliminate any type of suffering from our life. We would never be disappointed because you're always not going to be expecting things to go a certain way, and then people get very disappointed when things don't work out the way they wanted them to. So we can get rid of suffering by letting go of, you know, having things go the way we want them to go. I'm sorry. Things have to go good for everyone. So some of the things that you want would not be good for everyone. So that's the thing. So as long as the type of things that you're trying to manifest are good for the collective, then they'll work out amazing. Now the problem is that some of the things that some of humanity is trying to manifest aren't very good for everyone else. So a lot of those manifestations are being stopped right now. So we just have to get to a place where, you know, we're thinking about, is my life good for everyone else, right? If I'm harming people, or if I'm, you know, creating negative ripple effects, it's going to be bad for the rest of humanity. We need to be making more conscious decisions that are good for everyone. Sarah Maschino. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. I said this morning it can feel like we're talking to a brick wall sometimes when we're talking to people, especially about these type of things, but we're planting powerful seeds. And some of our encounters are very profound later for people. So you guys know that if you were asleep going through this matrix and you had an interaction with someone that was very awake or very conscious, it would have been very profound to you when you probably collided with that person. It probably would have been like almost angelic or some type of really profound spiritual type of encounter. So we are planting seeds. Keep planting the seeds. Stacy Veld. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the porthole of your heart, and your heart really is a porthole, like no joke. Your third eye, you can look at that as an antenna or a receiver, right? So we're gonna liberate through our heart chakra. We need to do more heart chakra work. I was telling my boyfriend the other day that the UK hurts my heart chakra. And I'm being serious, that I can feel it light up my skin in my heart chakra area at times on this island when the earth is going through its purge cycles, that I can actually feel it very deeply lighting up my built-in scanning that I have. So we can tell that as we're making this ascension, the earth is too. We can see the earthquake statistics going crazy during this latest energy shift and things like that. So just as we're changing energetically, the earth is too, and it's going through a lot in terms of purging. I see this next year, like this year period that we're going into, as just non-stop energetic purging cycles like we've been getting hit with, but they will continue to intensify as we get into it. Kelly Thompson. the great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. And the way I see it, we are coming back together into oneness with this consciousness group that is awakened. So I'm seeing the different dimensions where we have the third dimension prison planet where people are asleep and not very aware. But then we're seeing the spiritual that are gathering together on higher frequencies and finding each other. Because now that we're on the right frequency, we're going to be able to tune into and find our soulmates that way. One Gerbet, Starseed, what lights you up? Lindsay Piccolo, Soul Family, that's how I feel about you too, and I love it because I tell people I've been drawing just soulmates to me, and it's very powerful in my own journey. Call in your tribe, you don't have to do it alone. Keep putting the vibe out to find your soul family, to find the other star seeds. I'm gonna go. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not going to do readings today. If anyone needs one, I'm going to do Akashic readings tomorrow and through the rest of the week. So you guys can set it up if you need one. But I will be here for healing work and activations and any Reiki type of stuff. I'll be doing a 2 minutes today too. So if you guys need me, you guys can set up anything on my site. I get right back to you. Or if you guys have video ideas, come hit my business page inbox. If you got a card or if you watch my videos, please take a second to review my page too. It's something I'm working on this week. And when you guys do that, you open yourselves up to receive and to manifest more too. So it's a really good way to flow the energy in your life really fast. You know that when we give, we receive back. So take a minute to review my page if you guys haven't, and I will be back live tomorrow. Stay real high vibe. Rest more food, more water.